Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Mishra and I welcome you all to your favorite channel, that's the StudyIQ IAS English. And today in this session we are going to soar the taste of our not so friendly neighborhood, that is Pakistan. Name is Pakistan, but all the activities are Napak, let it be. So obviously this is what you are watching an animation, okay, this is what can be done in reality by our defense forces only. But right now we can let our not so good neighborhood know this, that we are ready. Okay, we have got those two weapons with us which you're already aware about. Okay, but in case you don't know, so let me provide you the information, okay, that this could be not so a very far thing if you do not stop your terror activities. Okay, recently what America has shown you, that is the resistant front, the so-called TRF group, which is a proxy or an offshoot of the Lashkar-e-Taiba, has been declared as an international terrorist organization, and now you would be in too much stress. So to add some salt to your stress, this video is for the Pakistani viewers in case you are watching, okay? And to our UPSC CSE learners, to our dear viewers, to our dear aspirants, remember guys, this is what the topic is that you badly need, not just for your prelims, but also for your mains examination. So the two lethal deadly weapons what we already have in our missiles, what we already have in our defense system, that is the Akash on the one side you are watching, and on the other, that is the Prithvi missile systems. Okay, so let's understand the basic features of these two missile systems, and apart from that, let's differentiate between the two as well. So guys, stay tuned with the video, watch the whole video. We shall be discussing the whole features along with the basic differences between the two as well. So let's just start with Prithvi. So Prithvi, that is, coming from, or the inspiration has come from the planet's name, that is Earth in English and Prithvi in Hindi, right? So Prithvi missile system, as you can see, surface to surface tactical ballistic missiles. So what it is? Ballistic missile. And what is the nature? Surface to surface. That is, simply speaking, from land to land, can be launched through land and will attack over the land surface only. So in defense terms, we call it as surface to surface. And it has been made through the Integrated Missile Development Program of 1983, which is the brainchild of the greatest personalities, one of those greatest personalities we have got in our country, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore on this planet, but yes, if India is having some wonderful missiles, so it's because of our own missile man, that is Dr. APJ Kalam Sahab, right? So Kalam Sahab introduced this concept of integrated missile development program, and through this we have created the very first ballistic missile of our country, that is known as Prithvi. And what is the purpose of Prithvi missiles? Just to destroy the enemy bases, its logistics, as well as its airfields. And we have got three variants to Prithvi: Prithvi 1, 2, and 3. So Prithvi 1 is given to Indian Army with a range of 150 kilometers. Prithvi 2 is with Indian Air Force with a range of 250 kilometers. And Prithvi 3, also known as Dhanush missiles, it is given to Indian Navy with a range of 350 kilometers. So guys, you can see an arithmetic progression here: 150, 250, as well as 350 kilometers. So Prithvi 1 to Army, Prithvi 2 to Air Force, and Prithvi 3 to the Indian Navy. The first one 150 kilometers, the second one 250, and the final one, that is also known as Dhanush, with the area or the coverage area of 350 kilometers. And now let's talk about the basic features. The propulsion, how the mechanism works. So it works on basically the liquid fuel. Prithvi 1 and Prithvi 2, they do use what? Liquid fuel only. But Prithvi 3 is an exception. It uses the solid booster plus the liquid sustainer. Okay, so simply speaking, you can just keep one thing in mind. Prithvi 1 and 2 uses the liquid fuel, whereas Prithvi 3 uses the solid fuel. Okay, now we talk about the warhead. It can carry the conventional war material, as well as it can also carry the nuclear element as well. Khatam hai udhar. ठीक है, Pakistan का scene. Now we talk about the guidance. So it is used through INS plus terminal guidance system. So INS as in inertial navigation system. Don't worry, I know you are getting confusion with regard to this term, that is inertial navigation system. What is this? Don't worry. Okay, just the next slide, we are going to discuss about the difference between the inertial navigation system plus the terminal guidance. Okay, and what is the present status of the Prithvi missiles? Okay, talking about the status, they are inducted into the Indian Navy, Air Force, as well as Army, what we have just seen in the previous slide. Okay, and what is the specialty here? So mobile launchers are used, which are, deadly, obviously, which can launch the missiles, and apart from that, very high precision, and yes, obviously, the nuclear deterrence. So this is what the capabilities or the special features of our Prithvi missiles. Now let's talk about the features. What is this INS? That is inertial navigation system, as well as the terminal guidance. Okay, so firstly, let's talk about inertial navigation system. So in layman's term, you can understand autopilot mode with sensors, right? So you might have heard about this thing, right? Autopilot, where there is no person is needed to fly an aircraft. So in that very same way, the INS can be considered as an autopilot of missiles. Like, think of INS in the autopilot mode in an airplane. So what happens before launch? The missile is programmed with coordinates of the particular target, okay, like putting a destination on Google Maps. So simply speaking, whenever you step out of your home to a destination whose path is not very clear to you, right, to a particular place for which you are too much confused that how to reach. So you take the help of the Google Map thing, right? Okay, Google Maps, or basically Maps simply. Okay, so what do? You just open up that Maps app and you put down the location, just the name of the place, okay, and the device is now allowing you to travel in a very comfort way, okay, because you are now given with the proper routes, proper maps. Okay, so this is what exactly is INS. So whenever I'm launching a missile, before launching the missile, I'm just putting in the actual address, basically the location, or basically the coordinates through which missile can hit the target. And inside the missile, there are tiny sensors like gyroscopes as well as the accelerometers. Okay, what they do? They track the missile's movement, whether it turns, it tilts, it speeds up, or it slows down. Right? So simply speaking, inertial navigation system, what it is? Your Google Map. Okay, before stepping out of your home, you are using Google Map for a particular destination. So in that very same way, we are using inertial navigation system, okay, to provide the target's actual coordinate, okay, actual coordinates to the missiles. Okay, and remember, it doesn't need GPS or satellite help. Okay, it figures out its position by sensing how it moves through air, like counting steps in the dark. Once you have filled in the coordinates, now the satellite will move along. Okay, you don't have to worry, okay, that whether it will hit the target or not. Just it works on one principle: fire and forget. And now let's talk about the terminal guidance. So what is terminal guidance? As you can see in the layman's term, smart correction at last moment. Simply speaking, in the final stage, the missile uses advanced sensors like radar or optical seekers to see the target as it comes closer. So basically, this allows the missile to correct any small errors from the INS and hit the target precisely, like a simply cricket ball fielder adjusting the last minute to take a catch. Let's say, for example, you're playing the cricket, right? So there is a ball which is in the air and it's coming to you. So you have, now taken up the proper position. But at the last moment, it might happen that you have to switch your reflexes. So in that very same way, terminal guidance is what? It gets activated just before hitting the target, that whether the missile is hitting the right target or not. So simply speaking, terminal guidance is what? Smart eye plus brain working just before hitting, just in order to ensure the accuracy. Now let's understand the basic difference. Okay, that is the inertial navigation system as well as the terminal guidance. So when you talk about inertial navigation system, the real life comparison, like walking towards a building, your eyes are closed, but you are counting the steps as well as turns. Okay, so you have closed your eyes and you are walking in a single lane or multiple lanes, and you are just calculating that how many steps are there and how many turns I have to take. Okay, so this is what inertial navigation system. And now let's talk about the terminal guidance. So which gets activated at the just last moment before hitting the target. So what it is? Opening your eyes just before entering to make sure you hit the right door. Okay, that is, you just have opened your eyes that, okay, whether I'm entering into the right door or not. Okay, so this is exactly the terminal guidance. Okay, so as you can see, the missile system. So with regard to the INS, missile follows a pre-programmed route using internal sensors, just like this one. Okay, in terminal guidance, missile uses the radar and infrared to accurately lock into the target, like this one. Okay, so this is what the basic difference between inertial navigation system plus terminal guidance. And remember, the Prithvi missile system uses both. Along with, you talk about warhead, conventional war material, as well as nuclear, and you talk about the mapping. Okay, so it is using the inertial navigation as well as the terminal guidance. Now talking about the next one, that is the Akash missile system. So it is used to destroy any type of aerial enemy. Okay, so whether it's a particular fighter jet or any type of a drone or any type of an incoming missile or whatsoever enemy thing. Okay, so Akash, what it is? Surface to air missile system. Developed once again, same by DRDO under the same missile development program. What is the type? It is the medium range surface to air, that is SAM missile. Surface to air as in can be launched through land, okay, but will hit the target only in air. Okay, that is where surface to air missiles comes in. And this is Akash. Now, what is the purpose? To intercept the fighter aircrafts, any kind of UAVs, the unmanned aerial vehicles, or any kind of missiles, call it cruise or whatsoever. Okay, so what are the variants we have got? Just like Prithvi, we have got 3 variants to Akash as well. So it is Akash MK1, which is having the range of 30 kilometers, Akash MK2, range of 40 kilometers, and Akash NG, the very recently we have got, that is the range of up to 70 kilometers. Right? Okay, so just like Prithvi 1 to 3, we have got Akash 1 to 3 as well. And now, the basic features of Akash missiles. So it is once again used to destroy any kind of aerial target, not just the fighter jet. Okay, any kind of aerial target. So as you can see, the propulsion once again, solid fuel ramjet fuel basically. Okay, and it can reach up to the speed of 2.5 Mach, that is 2.5x the speed of sound. Then warhead, only conventional. Not like Prithvi missiles. Prithvi missiles can contain what? The conventional nuclear warheads as well as the nuclear material as well, nuclear element as well. But Akash missiles can only carry the conventional warheads and not the nuclear element. Remember, Akash cannot carry the nuclear element. Next, the status, obviously inducted into the Army, Air Force, and it has been exported to Armenia as well. Right? So we have inducted Akash system where? Into Army and Air Force and not to the Navy. And what is the speciality? Multi-target engagement, can engage multiple targets at one time, and all-weather missile system just like S-400. And yes, high kill probability. Okay, pity Pakistan, no problem. So let's talk about the difference between Akash and Prithvi. The basic difference, okay? What are the basic differences we need to mark? So here we go. So as we have seen, the nature, the Prithvi is what? Surface to surface. Akash, surface to air. Prithvi is used for offensive strike, as in just to let the enemy know, stay in your bloody limits. Okay? And Akash is used for defensive shield. If we have been attacked, then this will be taken into the consideration or activated. Go and destroy their, let it be. Range 150 to 350 kilometers. Prithvi 1, 150. Okay, Prithvi 2, 250. Prithvi 3, 350. Also known as Dhanush. And then range 30 to 70 kilometers. Akash 1, 30. Akash 2, 40 to 50. And Akash 3, 70 and above. Now, we have got the target. So yes, obviously because it is surface to surface, so it will be hitting the ground targets only. Since it is surface to air, Akash, so it will be hitting the aerial targets only. We talk about warhead. So Prithvi can carry nuclear plus conventional. Okay, whereas Akash can carry only conventional. What is the speed? Prithvi subsonic. to supersonic, Akash supersonic. Okay. Propulsion we talk about. So Prithvi liquid only for Prithvi 1 and 2, but for Prithvi 3 we have got solid fuel. And we talk about Akash, so ramjet solid fuel basically. Now, guidance, we have already discussed. So it is INS, inertial navigation system plus terminal. And here it is command plus radar seekers. So simply speaking, it is also having internal guidance as well. Now, mobility, so it is launched through the mobile launchers. Okay. And here it is also launched through the mobile air defense launcher batteries itself. Okay. Now, we talk about export. So as you can see, it has been exported. Which one? Prithvi has nowhere been, but Akash has been. Okay. And to which country? As you can see, only and only to Armenia. So a very important UPSC prelims fact. So why haven't we exported Prithvi? Because we are the signatory to a particular organization, not an organization, basically a treaty that is known as MTCR, Missile Technology Control Regime. And now this will be the homework for you guys to look forward and tell us into the comment section what you understand by the MTCR and why has MTCR stopped India from exporting the missile systems known as Prithvi. Okay, and why not Akash? So just do a basic research. In the very next video, we shall be discussing about what comprises actually MTCR, Missile Technology Control Regime, what is the Integrated Missile Development Program, what is the concept of Australia Group or Wassenaar arrangement. So these are the things that we need to discuss with regard to our defense treaties and deals, international defense treaties and deals. Okay, so we shall be discussing. But firstly, I request you guys to have just one basic research on what do you understand by MTCR. And before you leave, just remember, guys, the resolution batch, it is commencing, the evening batch, it is commencing from 25th of July. And what do you need to understand? You will get 1000 plus hours of live classes. You will have the access to the recorded lectures. Further, you will be given the teacher's very personal class notes into the PDF format immediately after the end of the session. Apart from this, 18 sets of printed books will be couriered to you at your doorstep. Okay, you don't have to go anywhere to collect it. Apart from that, will this subscription, will this particular batch provide you the test series as well? Obviously, 75 plus tests for your prelims, 15 plus tests for your mains. It also will include your interview guidance program. And yes, this one subscription only will be providing you the MRP. MRP as in the mains residential program into the hub of civil services, that is Delhi's Rajendra Nagar. You will be called and your accommodation for those 3 months of your mains examination will be totally on us, that is on StudyIQ. Okay, you don't have to pay a single penny for your accommodation. And you will be given the opportunity to learn from the very same great mentors and educators, those who have taught you in the online mode. Okay, now you will be having the opportunity to learn with them in the offline mode and take all the guidance, all the knowledge, all the information, all the frames regarding your mains examination. So those 3 months, okay, you will be staying with us only. Whether you are the resident of Delhi, whether you are the resident from outside Delhi, doesn't matter us. Okay, so you can just take the mains residential program and you don't have to pay any single penny for your accommodation. And all of these things you can get in how much amount? So the subscription plans, we have got multiple subscription plans like gold, platinum and diamond. So the subscription plans, okay, that we have to offer you, it starts from just rupees 9,999. But there is a catch. You will get this particular discount only if you use the promo code. And what is the promo code? It's PRV Live. So just apply this promo code before availing any batch on StudyIQ, okay? And you will get the maximum possible discount. What is the code, guys? PRV Live, okay? And yes, the most important thing, if you wish to connect with me, you can connect on my Telegram channel, that is PRV Live. Okay, and on Instagram as well, that is Praveen Mishra _2107. But before you leave, guys, remember, do not forget to hit the subscribe button of the Study IQ IS English, a channel dedicated and committed to provide you all the quality and quantity of the content required for your UPSC CSE journey. And yes, yes, guys, here you can scan the QR code as well. This is the Telegram channel's QR code. Just scan it and connect with me. All the class links, PDFs, and important notes I do share here on my Telegram channel. But yes, before you leave, guys, just hit the subscribe button and never miss an update from the channel. See you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Good day. Take care. Keep studying well. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.